my mom a caterer.
Okay.
And then growing up, I live with my big cousin, not to say a caterer. So from age 8, I've been in the kitchen since. Like it got to a point, cooking became a hobby. So university days now, my roommate, I'm in the core final year. And my mom said, "Now school year away, what do you do? Why can't you make something out of it?"
Yeah.
So when I draw attention, but I said, "No, then we can make money out of the cooking." Yeah.
Obi Beka said, "Obi Awuku University Actuarial Science. The house I Bema Dienka cooking pa. It's like it's below you, bisa no."
Oh, it's not below me. Share foreign brands. I have McDonald's as a brander.
Yeah.
And they lived in a better country with better opportunities, but then they opted to go for food. And then food is a necessity, so it doesn't really have gender requirements that you have to be a male or a female to sell food. So, pizza, all the types of pizza. We have about 14 recipes now.
14?
Yes, please.
And our brand name, friends?
Pizza Man.
Pizza Man?
Yes, Pizza Man. And our chicken wings, and also a chicken man. Chicken wings. I would say that we have the best chicken wings in Ghana as I'm talking.
80 branches were here.
Kumasi was 6. KNUST.
More 6 branches of Kumasi.
Oh, Kumasi, yeah. KNUST, Sofo Line, Ahojo, Swame, Airport Runabout. And I award the first pizza drive-through.
How is that possible?
Yes, that's the question. It will be a business. How is that possible?
Pizza drive-through?
Yes, pizza drive-through. Actually, sense calculation, baby.
Okay.
So we're able to serve pizza under 5 minutes.
I see.
Yeah, and Accra has your 4 branches. Dansoman, Awoshi, Spintex, East Legon. Yami Adoma this week, Wednesday, you back to SCC. Yeah.
Wow. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I just thought, be sure I make a say, for a young person now, where you're university, you want to do something on your own. Now, how do you Scawi?
Yeah, your partners, Quick Angels.
Okay.
Almost circle, yeah, and after national service. Peace FM and I'm advert now.
Oh, really?
2019. Yeah, 2019, June. My Daho will be ready to put an airball. Do you have a business? Do you want to expand? Do you need funding? And I'm a born number and I'm a PK number.
Until Quick Angels sponsored it?
Yes, Quick Angels, yeah.
Wow. Interesting. So when we see Pizza Man, we know it's you.
Yes, please.
When we see Chicken Man, it's you.
Yes, please.
How many people have you employed?
Currently, we have over 280.
At age 25?
Yes, please.
Congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
I'm envious of your parents. I wish you were my son. You've. Ain't he? Oh boys, I brought him specifically because that person was Shiano.
Yes, and Chief. Now, one pack here, say. Was there, and then the 14 there, the canam. Chairman, I said, I'm more big than we had this one. No, I said, a range between what?
Within 50 to 100. Yeah.
Patron from being what? And the other cab if you say it's me the feeding and I live for one kind. For our head office and I will pleasing enough.
Okay, sir.
Where did he? Happy birthday.
Who's squad now? So nobody. But honestly, I want to encourage you on a more serious note.
Yeah.
Last time I made a platform so. Chairman, Finance Minister can assemble not too long ago. No, because the public sector is choked.
Yeah.
And he was thinking that we should be looking towards encouraging Ranti and Mabawa, self-inspiration for us to dare to be different.
That's why I brought him
here today. And to look into entrepreneurship. Some of the things that I observed when I was a youth leader and also on the YE as a board chair was that a recycling of unemployment. I'm saying this because to set the module under youth employment program. You fa Ranti and Mabawa ne do ma be 2 years program. Omo wie 2 years na so na ya momo ko ne afa another 2 years tifiaba. Whereas we can go into such short modules a bit me aboa obi a 3-4 months when yan tete no when yan support kakra no de kom. And I chronicle this because of some experience kakra na menya when I was youth leader in traveling and engaging the youth in Tanzania, engaging youth in Kenya, engaging youth in Namibia, Ivory Coast, South Africa, and Ethiopia. Now you could see, say, if you look through the eyes of the African youth, Chairman Sebe, and 1, 2, 3 months ekutiao. One, the lack of opportunities, and two, it gets to a point that are consigned to their fate. Into on looking out for even the opportunities happening. My brother Christian here, what's the advert? Ubu on my time or debate advert or the bo LL Kuj. Innovative, informative programs about what is happening. Because unemployment issue, no, let me tell you today, government alone cannot solve it.
No.
In sub-Saharan Africa, no, the biggest problem now, no, the youth bulge. I won. And Mebune Dawson. For Ghana, the last time I was in Child Rights International,
right.
You have 400,000 people entering the job market every year. Only 10% in year Juma after the first year. The 90%, it takes them 9 to 10 years. Into now the Weniebu, say a formal sector and Kwana, Ubenya problem. What places like Botswana, India, and other countries are which mean government guaranteeing loans for the young people. One thing I will commend the Akufo-Addo administration for is that when you're short, medium, and long term, the short term was this NAPCO thing. How I'm able to fear 100,000 year format ago. Or woman on your Jumapa, no jai. Police in Chow. Once in it, no so born moderna, a boo on my lacked me smiling on you. Whilst our bands were looking for other avenues to say be a general education sector, health sector, and others. No, I think also one thing government can look at. Meaning, say about 3 years ago, government gave incentive to young Ghanaians below the age of 35 who went to startups. Maybe we can go beyond that. Now, you almost so employ the young people and to give them support. I tell you why.
No, I employ 250 people.
Let me give you a typical example. And they say, young man, a young woman, no kopejuma. Ni ebusano say, 3 years working experience. Onibi. So, in effect, you know, and no, a major stumbling block and sana yet me determine fate. Into companies, any institutions are employ these fresh hands. I think that when they also make an appeal to government can also factor them into their plans. Near more tax rebate incentives now, it will help them to also encourage and hire more hands. Then there's another major issue. Offer YE, fantastic agency, the foremost employment agency of government. YE amongst its modules, and aside that, so they also go into supporting young people. Maybe a wow, not say a capacity building. Yes, it's only a PBBM. Codvet also deals with young people. I'm going to skill training and apprenticeship. Nani pano, if you YE, when you kakra, no asan copy codvet. If you codvet, I know asan NEP. NEP necessarily call a buyer boy startup. No idea, no swashing. Now, the question I keep asking is, after a year, who monitors this person and what go through this chain? Whether says he can be or the talker or the sidan and not the ejuma. If you are not able to also check data, you end up spending hundreds and millions of cedis every year in fighting unemployment. But both the figures are still not encouraging. And I'm happy to say we are having this dispassionate conversation because look, when the young NDC person is unemployed or you're unemployed, you can't make figures. When the young NPP person is not employed or you're employed, and now a combo way in color. Kwame, a combo way in color. Obian was also quite a and Ubusa party I will join. Was a major piece of Mimuzani or two Abama or 2020. But me say Anyano, he's employing hands. And if I will give government support, thumbs up through the various programs are buying there. But what I want government to also look at is to have more of another coordinating team that will see, say, Nipane Mejo Kwame agency.
Follow up.
Monitoring. Nipane Mejo Chairman General or no agency under government. If you are Abameme ho, Wako Christian ho. Until you end up so baby, you name your this kind of potting. And if you check South Korea, they've been very active in implementing some of these policies. That ties in with what government is doing with digitalization.
Chibreko, maybe I said, meaning come on, no share, no uncle the baby now.
As I know, Mama, you've this because
you've done
but Chairman, share but the other 20 cent addressing their challenge to Adana better. Now, if this is the pizza man, no, but not African, and no one to I better.
Christian, into say is pizza man, right?
Yeah, pizza man, chicken man.
Pizza man, chicken
man. And then, your shop will be an any pinkberry for the woman.
Okay.
Yeah, and auto pizza now we're trying to the yogurt kakra.
And also boy.
Yeah.
And Kumasi and Accra, in total, how many branches?
In total, I was 10.
10.
But by close of this, you can be 11.
Why, dear?
Yeah.
I wish you well.
Thank you, sir.
Why? Now, and then Mama will sale, free sale. Director General National Lottery Authority will say, "Obe top hits and baby amane the staff and then Valentine's Day in Tipacho."
Take steps to being green when you walk out.
Thank you, sir.
Christian, I wish you well.
Thank you, sir. Judith Neckes were there, so they will assist you, and they're good for you.
Hey, now, Madame Fina Michelle, no, away. No, capi, away.
Or the traffic.
Oh, I'll miss the opportunity, but it's all good. Right. Okay. 80 will catch up.
Sure.
Right. All the best. Right. 80, young man employing so many people, doing something good after university. And we just thought, look, give him a platform, encourage him, and let him, do what he has to do. Wishing Pizza Man, Chicken Man all the best in his endeavors. Now, sir, you've any more Parisian? I'll say, even before he goes into a deep conversation, I want to congratulate him for making NLA visible and making Ghanaians understand the workings of the Lotto outfit. But on a very light note, tell him I am a proper gay man, but I'm suffering the +1-1 syndrome since he became Director General.
No, I mean, guy be say. Boys are bread. Voice note. Unyame ya woho 77 predias, 7 prime time radio.
Yeah.
77 pred. Unyame ya woho kwasi abankwa na bobo fi machine musa. Hey, boys are bread. Also buy a did this over boy. Also buy a same numbers. Me manu dia branch and dia say me numbers in kwemu. Obeto to be from also or this weekend. Oh, here sika wo me ho. Na mum de on country bia me pen numbers be man. Na we ne de o srepa no a very secret.
Sir?
Ano pay me take mu ba. Me say me boa, me driver na me dance. Dan for ba ku bi pa afre. Where's a brand to ko she how le 2-3 bi bit me pie. Anyway, good morning, Chairman General.
So, I may add in Kwasia bye. Also, by
deep party nature side, no Nizame. At least I know when you favorable numbers. Boys, I also so I that social anymore in this about so koya. Boys, I breast me, Manubia, it is said, my Manu. It's operate Mitchell, and I haven't seen him in a while. Another great friend, but very diabolic.
Very, very diabolic.
And 10% casualty always allowed.
Kwesi senior so some country on the pen numbers, but offer afa.
So my own that I know my best share will be one. Because all crowd the bit so say, oh, me cry my friend one on fat.
Na say no cry.
Now we are name, and then I don't want to be tempted to go the same way. Because we be one also say Chairman General can hear frag her so be fat.
Oh, yes,
Chairman. She said you man way in any.
Me boy.
Anyway,
into Uber one for numbers be am.
Chairman, numbers one home. You want to send a moon yao. My name is, but anyway, to begin with, Chairman, I'm in chair with you for.
Yeah, Joe.
And I'm in more about so through the power of radio, you've impacted so many lives. Now, I'm in check as if the board led by His Eminence Togbenyonyo and the board of directors of the NLE, and the management and staff of the NLE. And in check as the bro, and then Ura despite. And then you for example, media empire in industry, ne ebu adofo amoye adwuma wo mu nyina. Must stand the test of time. You have come this far by grace. May I keep saying that there's no substitute for hard work. Na chairman otine munya so otine mu ani 2 years. Sometimes when o connect on your ma go to answer the betna console ye chia. It demonstrates when you work hard na Nyankopon so to insurance you are definitely going to break the glass ceiling. And this morning we say be our testimony will also inspire somebody to move beyond the comfort zone. And I believe for us at the NLA no okweni mekoye nyamencha de mampeni de mekoye I've had solid working relationship with the management and staff, and at the NLA we blend the young and the old to achieve say desired results. And I pay maybe my name head of corporate affairs Madam Judith, and then in your back Kesewa Dolphin, head of internal communications, and manager marketing Bernard Boama. Afe is a good fellow or there or a public relations manager, and my assistant so sounds what good courses as manager your friend David in Kansanto DNA minimum nearby. And among the various conversations I having was how someday at least see him put crying say we didn't disappoint the millions of Ghanaians who believe CBT may be the Abuade State Authority. Chairman, answer my best step foot at NLA. Emra Penny Palm. Bekaya Mishadaba office no be din komo kweche. And enye ade na one off. I think Brano me no dwendwen near ma kweche bi. And sometimes when I'm conflicted, I even ask you of your opinion. And you said one thing. Say who corners would do team? No one you distracted. I think you can do well there. Men can't radio, but you also enumerated some challenges are from where you sit. I think your core and also putting our shoulders to the wheel and getting both the young and the old to work. It's been an interesting journey so far.
Yeah.
And I think we are determined to do more this year. Chairman, last year, NLA, the last quarter was very eventful. You launched 3 products for the National Lottery Authority. A year in Good Causes Foundation. And I relaunch a Caritas Lottery platform.
Yeah.
Caritas now the marketing arm of the NLA dealing with corporate Ghana. It be a despite group of companies. Epese omo ye bibi more listeners, cherished listeners. For that matter, maybe omo the car kit will be atoso, and omo the car kesi atoso, omo the TV, omo the whatsoever atoso. Despite group of companies cannot be the referee, the linesman, and the player at the same time. There will have to be a third party or no so beboa for us to bring credibility to the process. Now, NLA no share act no. We are enjoying the set. Yeah, the sa a good day so near any third parties, be it insurance company, financial institution, energy, all sectors. Yeah, Juma. Ni fimu bane say ni business no we be any profit no the be ko akwakudi. Yeah, the yemra na kire say whatever we derive and ibenya from this third party collaboration, NLA must use the proceeds of this Caritas for good causes. So we needed to link the Good Causes Foundation to that of the Caritas platform. And I am excited to tell you, sir, so far I started and relaunch a Caritas platform. It was there before I came. Now Yeshimukina by relaunching it, Oba Penny, Madam Chief of Staff, Mama Kusia Frima or say Opare. Mrs. One ye Minister of State at the Ministry of Finance, the Honorable Charles Edubwai. And Deputy Attorney General, Miniaba Asnabadapa. And 2 Deputy Ministers of Finance, Dr. John Kuma and Abnao Siasa, Betayechi. Chairman, out of the 102 CEOs, ranging from banks to insurance companies to energy, and out of the 102, 100 came with their CEOs.
Oh, wow.
Yes. And in some of the institutions, some of the big banks in Ghana, MD ne banana, CEO ne not in the deputy account. And I think the news NLA has started a new journey where we also wanted to add on to what our predecessors built. Chairman.
Yes, sir.
Yes, also the opportunity to have the Ivorian Director General supporting us.
The Ivorian?
Yes, the Ivorian Director General. In fact, he happens to be the president of the African Lotteries Association.
Okay.
Now, also as Director General, I've tried to link up with the sub-region, lottery authorities now, how they've been able to make it pull through in spite of the challenges. The Ivorians, they buy, now better to relaunch, to launch the good courses. Adebakwe inspire me among other things. Why they two board in for us to have the good courses foundation is that if you look at the World Lottery Association, African Lottery Association, one of the things they place priority on are good courses. Obayan earlier, we had something that they call special project, but not many people had seen the handiworks of the special project. My board so any management dream honor. I thought that the BBA is a good courses, something you can point to in communities. Every coaster, almost every town, you see something funded and built by Lunasi, which is their lottery body. They derive $580 million per annum from lottery. $580 million. We derive $80 million per annum. But it was the Ghanaian side that taught the Ivorians lottery. But then also the gap between Yen and Nioma, I said, Ubine and Nana. Again, one thing I realized too was that they've been able to effectively also eliminate activities of illegal operators. Or more reducing from what they had from 80% down to less than 5%. Over Ghana, about 70% of the NLA's market is in the hands of illegal operators.
How is that possible?
Well, as if by design, collusion, whatsoever, that is what is there. Now, if you're trying to sanitize, it's easy. Let me pay glowing tribute to my predecessor, the Honorable Kofi Oseamel.
Peace FM.
Constantine is something 2 years ago, where together with the board, they tried to bring in some of the illegal operators, sanitize the system, not enka ya register. Chairman, they did their bet. Na emuna covered the boom, and just a article break. When I came in, I said that we needed to build upon what they started, and the first and foremost to speak to my minister in the ministry about it, brief them on what we can also do, because look, if your next door neighbor is saying $580 million from lottery per annum,
$580 million
per annum.
Cote d'Ivoire.
Cote d'Ivoire. Nigeria also enya something similar. In fact, the Ivorians first normally make it $20,000 a day. So they were very aggressive in 2019. From 2019 to 2021, they were able to shoot from $20,000 a day to $1.5 million a day.
A day?
A day. Nigeria makes $3 million a day from proceeds. Yeah, make $80,000 a day. It is clear, say, game na airborne. I had to say, Black Stars in Yabia, yes, a 4-time African champion. That time no be Bob Pampers, no on 29. As when there will be chow at the court. We cannot continue to live under the impression, say, lottery authority is one of the oldest in Africa and in the world. NLA turns 60 years this year. Ivory Coast then year 58, 59 years. Almost the end year chair game. But then I will share any as we been in another. In streamlining the
talking about streamlining, Sir Obebasono, Ghanaian Observer, Kumasi illegal lotto campaigns grabbed. New crusading guide, NLA strikes, arrest 7 illegal lotto kingpins in Kumasi. Oshe, the informer, or say NLA task force pounces on illegal operators, 7 arrested in unannounced swoop. Oshe, the Herald newspaper, NLA task force dismantles illegal operations in Kumasi. NLA intensified fight against illegal lotto operators, and here the Daily Statesman, Daily Guide, Waham, 7 illegal lotto campaigns arrested. What is it about Kumasi and its strikes?
Kumasi, just last week,
okay.
And we are going to be in all the regions intense from between now and December. Why? Because last year, September, any announced it. Anybody who wants to operate lottery in Ghana for the 2021 to 2022 year ending December. Bra, niye hu na be register. Almost 140 entities came and individuals. Omo by we no na ye train board by na de koto omo ni. We took them through the process. Ayomom dey ni hu say ebi mon from so omo neema ne ho.
Okay.
Who was the chairman? You are going to deal with public money. Inti eso ye credible. I see a police check. I see making sure say a entity and a company utua or taxes we are viable. Inti no ye hear na 70 atiato.
Wow.
And yes, called the next phase of scrutiny. You need to have some collateral. You need to have some
also
money.
would get trebi.
No correct. Senebeya obi eba be play. That's what we need a unja ninja. We have incidents that will be operating or be a also. When there's a big win, we journey at the code down by. Into one thing cabin after down by, so I cost set up new tent. No more the agent for sika. I feel down by the Anizubomo and we to the cause Zabzugu. Fast forward, Chairman, say I can inform you, sir, we have about 21 our Matimia go through your scrutiny. As I speak to you, the board together with the legal department, no, we're almost through with our license agreement and you betnasi assign. And Sunday Amomusa Abudin Krata any Ashensodiano. Chairman, Omo Matiatoni and Kasama Juma. Yes, you have two options. Either you come to the NLA, NLA mount the machines and the terminals for you to play. And NASA will be call any of these people go through the scrutiny. This is important because Obibia Oyesike Jumebi and see who are Bakosem. Chama me Obi ya enyame ya. And Obisu di ya sana Ghana ye. Wa unia bema say Obo Juma.
Right.
Nana Kobo.
Hey, Kobo.
Me start me niema no. Ona boys abro se den na am so nana ye de niema na to ho. Mahini Abuja. Nti so ye this year to me baby. And a license a 1.5 million cedis.
Hey,
that's for 722. Yes, a big boys game. Chama person Jim Kufusika now they won't person me and who's a hoarding.
You want a bamba?
You wanna chill with the big boys. And now face you pay 500,000 cedis if you want to operate your own game on the terminals. And here 844. That's the VAC.
Okay.
And nearly I taught the franchise from VAC. And also, I did about call Kofi Sammy or me Bonabaso. Why? Because you had many of the illegal operators. Some of them when you early numbers here, you use VAC. No matter VAC.
No,
you taught the franchise from VAC. Chairman, soldier for the only more delia. Explanation be bring no more here. Yeah, agreement no more share. NLA make it profit or loss a month to be a military for Neka. And religiously, we have been doing that. Even though we haven't been making the expected amount. Intino, Nana say, Yatisi Mon said, cruise any abre. But no, the one about one of the early people on buyer or some person in Benyasem. Now, do your own person in Benyasem. And then we began. Alpha Lotto and lotteries from Kumasi, Ulaki, Nanakobo. Nakobo Quadian and the DMD. The company didn't the Yoka didn't. And then you have so many of them.
Yeah.
So many. I mean, and as I speak to you, we are.
You might regularize your.
No, we are the license within the next 1 week because you share the agreement and we discuss with them. Now, if we issue, you issue a new year. Now, you can list. You see, you can't some register. That's one thing. Try to play smart. You can't some register. The details by where they operate, the geographical location, address. Every time we go through a moment to Yesica, so we anybody a dodge. No problem. Oh, mamma, what could be or no, what be to any sika. And also so our uncle. Tia Tissimo now, me patch only more. Oh, Chairman, we are making no distinction between the terrorists and those who have bought them. Why? Because buying Yesica, we owe it as a duty in our act to support government, our revenue generation. And nearly every year we contribute towards the consolidated fund. Last year, business was bad for us. But this year, no, your minister just ordered the watchers Na busy no why tinams on my so yet. But the chairman, this week, the board will also go to the Ministry of Finance to support government and the ministry or some of the projects that they are rolling out. So you hear the big news in the next within the next 72 hours.
Ain't you buy so far revenue generation across now?
I think that first, decline will and say them. And then I can tell you that based on the analysis that the sales for the marketing for the finance for we stabilized in the month of October, November, and then we increased in revenue from December and January. It is so far I don't think that we can say it's a success story yet, but I think we are keeping true with what we want to do, and I'm convinced that this year we can end the year on a very good note. Again, Osha, one of the major topics and Sinamiko NLA had to do with the contract with the KGL, which I know you definitely.
In fact, that was my next question actually. Can maybe say only KGL are signing 55 million. Yeah. Na ebi purchase say KGL and Kasa no more ham. Na senka mu free KGL ho nka mo business be kwa anymore.
I may tend to disagree, and I'll tell you why I would disagree. First of all, the NLA are operating on the terminals, and then after so with innovation, NLA decided to go online.
Okay.
Per our act, NLA name was an authority and ton coupons. We have to go through lotto marketing companies. If Chairman General would propose our buy near the tons and near Shani on the way, we'll take a look at it. I wasn't there when the pilot agreement was signed. But per the pilot agreement, KGL was supposed to fulfill some obligations. One, now the year 2020, they were supposed to pay 20 million cedis to NLA as revenue share. 2021, they were to pay 25 million cedis. 2020, they are no MUTI. 2021, no MUTI. And now, I think there was a breach. NLA slapped a fine on them. For the avoidance of doubt, let me clear it. KGL paid that fine because NLA accused them, said there's been a breach. So they paid 10 million, then bringing the total of the 2-year operations with us to 55 million. Okay. They were working into a substantive agreement beginning 2022 January. AFE. Chairman General, no quitting Yamianim. Buy and share at the M2 said, Omudi saying.
Oh, sir.
It's a catch on say, sir, you're working to substantive contractor. 2022, they were to pay 30 million cedis. 2023, they were to pay 35 million. 2024, they were to pay 40 million. And I said, no. When the board and the management said, Niama Mino, KGO was supposed to plug into our back end. But NLA in agreement, NLA owned online monitoring platform. NLA did not give KGL that online monitoring platform for them to plug in. Number two, they were supposed to transfer knowledge in terms of ICT infra. Whatever KGL one is for the NLA.
Oh, sir.
Yes. We own the infrastructure. Service provider. They have to also train our people. And what they propose was there a training program what they call to more money and I'm just so in that case, who accusing on these two grounds are any. Nemo Muslim KGL who said substantive now you're working through the 30 million this year. They will have to come dressing properly. Because we also need to fulfill some outstanding obligations. When I came in as Director General, that we need lottery. I around 14 million cedis accumulated. We went through some challenges. And then, we've been able to come down. Last week, we released 1 million to also bring it further down. And I can tell you, sir, it's come down from the 14 million down to around 4 million within 7 months. Good and by end of next week, we'll reduce it. By end of February, I want us to clear this backlog. Then NLA becomes competitive. Let me go back to the KGL matter.
Yeah.
Internet, it was back and forth. And chairman, I was clear in my mind, say, on the Cambophobia below 50 million, I'm foul. Why? Because okay, we are not we are mama plug into our back end. Also, want to be catch them so boka. Right? Into almost my mom will say yes, baby, you know now, yes, we are in terms of our finances. But let me commend them for their professionalism. At all material times, they also believe say NLA needed more help.
Okay.
And let me commend them say since the operations 2 years piloting near, in terms of revenue target at NLA settlement on Busoda. About the contractual, just that there was no reason for me to truncate.
Okay.
About the clauses a woman can on the part of the NLA to fulfill, and no NLA problem I want fulfilling. But then this time around, we told them, say, it is true, say, chairman, activities of online, it will definitely be at the disadvantage of the traditional ones. These are traditional people, no? They've been with us for the last 60 years. Educating in but the industrial revolution in Europe, it came with its own attendant job losses. But there had to be mitigation factors. So what we decided to do was that KGL, area negotiation board and the management now, Simuntia 50 million. Now most of 3 million running fans so because of online. Online is convenience and luxury.
Yeah.
Because you can play it on your phone, and so definitely be an Beya, we can show up the revenue of Nippana Cafes and 1,000 Ghana a week, but they say when you 700. In Timofa 3 million money and finance stabilization fund. This proposal did not come from KGL. It was a proposal from the NLA.
Okay.
And per the agreement, even in the boardroom, it's been agreed. They say, "Yeah, farmer will be as an LMC." As a lotto marketing company, you have to be one of our loyal people. Okay. You should be somebody only at not true thick and thin. Chairman Mijitum say online will come with its own problems for the traditional. One of the things I'll never forget in this room, Chairman General says, the only reason why Kukuruku can never be on TV is that during break times, you're born in general. But chairman and no pump walk of a fidia begin menu chess.
Master, just you lose battle.
And I'm making ain't no any choice.
Debbie.
And I'm no way. A buy so one amount to Obifia Manone Bano a Ghanaian and Ukraine e-card and a Ghana card out me the bar. A Ghana airport for ascending this level. And it's one thing so my boy buy a basopa chairman. Digitalization where I can it has its own good size. And the NPP government, they've been tremendous in pushing for this agenda.
Now, they've been tremendous in your
Oh yes. We've been extraordinary.
From national organizer to director general, transition. I know you
from deputy communications director.
That was when you and I first met.
Yeah, that was when you and I first met. And they call youth. And they call national organizer. And as I say, we say punching on pick cakes, so you man cake any sweet, yes sir.
And you show sweet as director general.
That doesn't mean may food so just a jam.
Nukrese from director general or member of parliament.
Oh, you do on my we analyze. What I do know is that I won't be on the ballot when the NPP goes for elections to elect national officers. But make off here.
Just say national organizer no where we.
And the MDC July we are now Ubia Beje cross and so as webi. Inti no mbeje swa se kuntu han a
nechia no ko
inti na makọ ofie bi akọpe baabi atena me do ofie na ofie gemia na ofie ni me di nkomo a se abo na epa ne apai bi efo ne edo ani adobi se yanko ka brofo so ani akabi
ya ma she bedwem ne yakọ ani akobi
ni akobi
na che se ubekọ ofie
onam se ye wi a ye bekọ ofie nti ye ko ofie a se onam me na oyefi anamboa ti ye du honom so a na egu pon so ne aka
2024 ye bekọ ofie
24th Yebeko Krum.
24 year Brunya. 2024. Ofie Asanamka.
This is Yamama Ejuma Mienu.
Oh, sir.
One as national organizer, Miye.
Debbie.
And the two also as director general.
Okay.
Miye, no, na say, me personal. Say, the Akasa Hangu Buta. Yeah, Kufie.
Mate.
I face also chairman. Now back again, let me conclude on the KJ.
On KJ, because
so
that can be
after extensive negotiations with them, the NLA side were able to make a strong case. I'm happy to announce that instead of the 30 million KGL was to pay this year, KGL is starting it from 50 million. But with this additional features, 3 million stabilization and 2 million cedis to support good causes. Anybody, any entity, any collaborator, NLA will call into agreement beginning this year of our Lord. You know, sign Bibiano and board as Shese. A component towards good causes.
Pacho, Mususumia KGR na almost Omubuame or Konebi.
Chairman,
incubator project.
As soon as incubator project,
say good causes. But KGR didn't move.
Chairman, sir, at the end of the day, oh, Banam, they are no so ahead. Now that's the year,
and I'm starting that you.
But KGR, but there's no way a chairman with my cousin or professors is in or fans. But that notwithstanding, the 2 million towards good cause. So that's the KGL thing.
Yeah.
Again,
it's a total of 55 million.
56.7. Because
you gave me 50 million to start, 3 million stabilization, 2 million good causes.
And then 1.7 million if as license fee to even operate online.
Okay.
To 56.7 million. For me, this is a game changer because in 2023, we are starting Casa from 30 million. We are going to start from the 56.7.
Exactly.
So it has into the year 10% increment. I think NLA would have been in a better place. But in all this, let me commend the resilience of the union, of your staff, of your management, and of our mothers and fathers at the board. Today at the NLA, we are like one big family. This was a place, depending on the regime, when we got there, we felt that, look, True. Anya and I'm a national organizer. Into one to me, Casso, your polling station executive, and just say, I want your bedroom 8, I'll be about 10. And man, as soon as when you lie bad. And now, this senior, so on, see for some puff. Our demo elder, a demo chairman. So what I say. Into 8 to 5, yes, schedule to make sure we get enough for the state, enough revenue to take care of our needs as NLA, and 2 for good causes, and 3 for good causes. After 5 p.m., Oba, minya time, the mom, no big parties on come because I know they are buying this at my phone. After 5, also this Osha has park on another Swat umbrella, the biggest one they are NDC head officer. I don't mean only case over. But 8 to 5 ne dear, say abayi to auka. Come in there, the ton chain.
Where sure?
Oh, me do a 7. And so far, no, I'm happy to also state that first, no, I'm so politicians on Basa 1 week on Bebre, the following was on about 12-1. Second week was our question about 7-8. Third week was a day to us. It's a simple matter. Your causes were make call be our office to check up on you. To our minds when I'm best round to Nipan about my DG secretary. And no psychological.
No semester.
No semester. And it was one person also be trust our because all ban conversation, winning conversation. And the management too, they've helped us to enforce this discipline. Today at the NLA, I think less than 0. whatever, after 8 a.m. Everybody is seated behind the desk on or before 8. Our purpose is to make sure you're generating enough revenue for us to push the national agenda and to take care of ourselves. Because and this ministries workers. My close bit me abem na controller train control. Our actions generating enough, pay our due into the consolidated fund, and then again, yes, has on fair being a good causes. May the biswa share. It's generating enough now. How will we be able to fulfill all these? and I'm excited. Say everybody is aligned when it comes to this vision. And say no, we see ourselves as one. Everybody is in a hurry to go to work the next morning, and it hasn't been by a miracle. We work towards it. Traditionally, it is difficult to change, but when progress demands change, there must be change. And I think the working attitude of the people there may say, as for the politics, you can't stop them all. But 8 to 5, won't mean you be. After 5, no, or they say umbrella, no, penny a swan, ubenya baby a swan. Elephant, so the Obama, more collection be big officer. They know it be a white, it be a brown, it be a gold, it be a tea. It's a different ballgame. What I'm happy is that now we don't mix the politics with our revenue when it comes to one of the major things we also launched in 2019, in 2021. Atena, our sponsorship for Asante Kotoko and Accra House of Folk. Now, my name is Enaoye House Fanny. My mom Brel House of Folk jersey. Because Minister Sunday is one big game. But Chairman, there's some good news.
Which is?
NLA this week, we are releasing 1 million CDs for the supporters of House and Kotoko. If you play the Atena game, Ubia Antinya Bintafre.
Hey. Phobia.
It's Chairman, where I would just hear their bro. Yes, we know when you are doing what I say, there's all dial star 780 hash on your Yamana smartphone, star 780 hash. No one selected 5 jersey, 5 selected jersey numbers, 5.
Yeah.
Opabet me repeating as many as you can. And then we indicate now person will play or star 780 hash now. All we ask we are 2 CD pair. Near money be up instantly. May say Sunday normally 2 draws.
Okay.
1 at halftime and 1 after. Send be a supporters in between and media coffee with NLA. The person at least Sunday no near wa be lose no crown at least say anya no timi but so and then Chairman we also do drawing the opener people who win electrical appliances replica jerseys from House of Folk and Kotoko and we are deploying our sales and marketing team from the NLA head office and within the region to help in the stands to help people with the activation. Make sure Sanya you get something in your pocket. Instant cashback and then also some appliances you can win. So beginning, I started the process. So Sunday we are making on display. No, there are 1 million negum to help as a way of giving back to the supporters of House of Folk and football fans in general. I also implore the Ghana Football Association. Near their 2 Ministry of Youth and Sports in say omofanto abanso so anim kakra man na me say 25% stadium capacity no we clubs no and at least also the measures to a so which will be convincing to governments encourage the spread of the Omicron and as a virus the abanso bit me at almost because which has and Kodoko match and with 25 capacity
now Osha has RTU
never form and form I said, I don't know. Baby, no, yeah, they want to be on the side of the law.
But let me just ask is a bit more patches NLA and Casano. And can we judge man and we a regulator better, say number regulator operator? Say so now tell you say.
I think it's a two-way thing. Or share Camelot. Or no operating on behalf of the UK government. Now, the UK government through process from lottery and the organizer of Olympic Games in A to Z. Many of the World Lottery Association bodies they use process to organize so many things. Chairman, it depends on baby Ujina. Oko UK government now outsource to Camelot. Who operate on behalf. Oko Ivory Coast. Lonasi no a monopoly as an operator. Okay. Oko Nigeria or a regulator. Nigerian Lottery Regulatory Commission. Or no there or a regulator on Fanny Honjim. Oba Ghana, ye operator and ye regulator, ye linesman and ye player and ye referee. People have said, oh, NLS, I know, ye CCBM. We are still weighing it. I see I shared the one that will be in the best interest of one, the NLA, and two, the state. And still, I have South Africa say, an operator on behalf of the government. Okay. Baby on one as a regulator and as an operator, and that is a Ghanaian situation. I am still not convinced which way to go yet. And the suggestions are coming. Then we will make some proposals to board. To board anymore.
Okay.
Because I'm still listening and listening deeply. Because we be the conversation as a challenge regulator so be do. No be so ba no no be can operator there so I do a point. Ama many supreme kakra. But I think I'll be taking some few trips to other countries to see how our omomojo no is worked. We share the Lonansia or no ye operator na or ye fabulously rich, the Ivorians, as compared to the Nigerian one. Because I've started with both DGs. Oko Mali, on friend of Paris Mutual, or no or ye operator or the Nigerian regulator kakra. Or here Senegal is the same, more of an operator. So Edidem, I want to see near looking at our terrain. What is it? But first and foremost, you drew my attention to several publications. NLA strikes, arrest 7 illegal operators.
Yeah.
Chairman, if you are saying here, say, Ubibejidi says 77 predators and any artisan. You can't say Barbara register one. Nkofo years can be more mama. If people crowd there, they've been brave enough to print their own license. Their own license. Kumasi is super yekoye. As I speak to you, Noni achieve over 35 and also from central to eastern swoops in the you determine where we want to go.
Yeah.
And so far near started since November, near Kumasi. But we've been in Kumasi over the last 10 days.
I see.
Saturday penny year swoop no. And the team they are still there and they'll be there for the next 8 months. It's one more mutie and no more year. They are not leaving till say who say we've made progress. Okay. Because we are leaking too much when it comes to revenue. And yenyen tokwa, you say if opa between the license fee, yen license. Umpe no so ko uni ono abetua se sikadoso pui, no so no ontimi nya emfaso from ya oye. Ye de bebre akogina asem ni bia. And let me commend the Ghana Police Service, the IGP down to his men. They've been extremely cooperative. Let me also commend the National Security Apparatus and the National Signals Bureau. As we speak, we've made the arrest of over 10 people, including a minor, not there because of the age, National Security, me jao. Who are no be at the WhatsApp platform or the what so I can give you numbers.
And one fraud phone, and my baby son.
Chairman Ashe and Tumakoma. Sir, me Director General. Yeah, the matter platforms. So the Director General is even on the platform. So the number who you want near the account. Who exit near the account. Platform necessary democracy is won't mean Kasebi or admin in Kwane Kasebi. So these are the numbers coming today. Say.
What to platform?
Oh, for as if that was enough. Obit me frame so obit me and mame numbers. Now me me frank me jina say. Into these activities were reported to the CID, the National Security, and the police. We've made arrests of 10. They are currently facing prosecution. I'm sure that the police will give details to it in the coming.
But wait a minute. Also, yet to me the wild to platform.
Yeah, the platform. It's a platform.
You as the Director General.
Yeah, the wild picture across here. Is had the number friends and DPOs.
Deep, you know.
Yeah, the water so. In the match, I said, we should for cranny out of 4 catch on the numbers now. Yeah, but the NLA has one of the best draw programs. The draw integrity. Before we draw any day for the public, Chairman, it must be certified by 3 people. 1, the Chief Justice is represented by a judge on the draw committee. The Minister for Finance is represented by an official from the Ministry of Finance. And then the Director General or his representative. They must tick all the boxes, including say the draw is happening on a genset.
Money generator.
Because on the national grid and there's a problem, it can distort everything that you are doing. So they must take all these boxes. And we have one of the highly trained professionals in our draw rooms. If one of the boss can take care, they won't sign. We've had instances where some of the judges and feel so now they were not sure whether gen set on or off, and I say,
really?
And then they have to also make sure that the balls now, the 90, they weigh the same and there will be any advantage over the other. And where any of them is in doubt, can call for us to look at A, B, or C. Last 2 weeks, I stormed the draw room. Because now, D and 1, 2 beer. Now, chairman, in Subu Asia boy. So I stormed the draw room just before UTV for not be taking off, and your cameraman and all will tell you before we came live. You see, in way every ball and Sunday I share the answer. Say DJ Nesu a member of the draw committee. Me ni one I'm a rep. But I done them see away. And then I was satisfied that your way balls me na nikra call it I'm saying into a processor. So that is how robust our system is. Obi Obekas obeti mi amount a league number. It is not true. However, your suspicious activity, we then take steps to look at it. But pass the balls are omudi gum. Chairman, no pan Bekas may now be in advance. It can't work. A game of chance. But me jitu misa omo work here, then they think it's a game of skill. But for us, we believe that it's simply fun. It's simply a game of chance. Inti omo ayachichi our latest swoop in the Ashanti region. All we are asking for is that if you are not licensed to operate, don't operate. Because in Kumasi, we made arrest, yachi campaigns, yachi sika omo no majejene, we seized it. You seize the document, we've handed them over to the police. Oma yachi omo Amasaman, oma yachi omo La Paz, oma yachi omo Medina, oma yachi omo Eastern region, and oma yachi omo Central region. Intino, undercover operations, they are in the regions as we speak. As for when to strike, the illegal operators don't determine it. We determine it. And we are determined that by end of this year, at least eliminate here, we can reduce these illegal operations by more than half for this year. So next year, we can build upon this success.
Minuaba Peggy Ama Donko Ewo GTV or say ask him why he's taking the draw from us.
It was simply a commercial agreement.
Commercial agreement.
Yes. And then I think that I know Kwame.
Yeah.
All I would say on this matter is that not a commercial agreement. We've been with GTV for some time. It says we are by UTV so for some time. It says UTV na year draws na mine from 7:15 to 7:30. In the catch mini about ene meswa anti Peggy Donko say we might return when in Komoa Ebedi na here. And in any case, the NLA this year is looking at also having multiple draws a day. Senabea Enya just one night in the evening. We are looking at the possibility of by median we should have a draw I play in the afternoon. Now complementing the effort of the evening. And then we are also looking forward to say by beginning of March, now NLA will pay via Momo the night. If you win, we pay over the mobile phone. If it's too high, that's when the following day, yes, set up price payment centers in all our district offices, in all our regional offices. One of such collaboration here is CKC and Ghana Post, because Ghana Post won Krabata Bibre. So Nipana can always redeem the price at some of these centers. But from end of this month and beginning of March, Ghana Post if you go to any of our regional and district offices, they should be able to serve you. But Anajone there, say Sikananya dear Broswa, the NLA will ensure that.
What's the cutoff point?
I think we want to start up to 1,002.
Okay.
We want to start up to 1,200 cities by 1st, 2nd March. Now, I know they just say, if Nyame Boao and I say lack smiley upon you, then you can get a chance to also enjoy. But when it's above that, kakra. But we hoping said by April they can also take the same wins from the terminals. Now we play on it. All these things are happening on the terminals. And then we have Easter in Dubai promo.
Maybe no so. But talking about the wins, Obisi made myself say, how come that you tax winnings? Because
we don't tax winnings.
You don't tax winnings. Okay.
The Minister for Finance, some 2-3 years ago, it took care of the taxes of wins.
Okay, there was a tax on wins,
so
but
now we don't tax. So Nipano, freeze.
Okay, Eric Amponsa Boateng, tax expert in a day and no buy.
Say we don't tax winnings.
Okay. Now, Obise Stephen Zuri. Or say tell Awuku Kroma is shit, so the 2 show must drop. But
NLA to 1 million cedis this week for the fans of Kotoko House and football fans in general. Yacho how I'll be to me. But I say 780 hash. Follow the voice from start. Who started now? You can do it multiple times.
But I say on a serious note, has the NLA halted the broadcast of draws on radio for rural folk who may not have a chance to own a television set?
I think it's an innovative thing. We can look at it.
Say that can you not?
Honestly speaking, I think my corporate affairs team can look at it.
Okay.
We are not against it. And again, Chairman, we are one of the proud sponsors of the Hazakes female team.
Oh, Hazakes ladies.
Yes, and
almost 100,000.
Yeah. And we are looking at also supporting them more this year, and they are doing fantastic. Again, so it's only a Christmas cheer in all the regions. So we had incubator and infant phototherapy machines. Ukoko for the refurbishment of their children's hospital.
Mama can say Mama incubator project 100
years. Tamel's Foundation, so see Conmail renovated the school block, and then Oko orphanages and widows social baby home across the country. And your good causes now, the 4 pillars that are underpins it are supporting health, supporting education, supporting arts and culture, and are supporting youth and sports development. Inti obi de biba na ye ho beso a na eja ya so nipa no so ase. And so far no, we didn't just from Christmas, that's from December to end of January, through this our good causes and spreading cheer, we've touched over 15,000 lives across the country.
You were talking about Christmas in Dubai.
No, Easter in Dubai.
Easter in Dubai.
And also NLA you see and Caritas platform together with Nbox for the roll out. I'm sure they will also see many of, and also call the voice call the prompt so star 780 now. You can on USSD into bit me so follow and also so into where they all power
star 780.
Chairman would star 780. And we are tena code now and 1 year say useful for the Easter in Dubai. Star 780 hash. Now if you call so then about
I mean say USSD code running.
Chairman General.
Jack Kahun, I mean, has a BB, you see Easter in Dubai, you near the Mama focus to be requested. So, welcome to NLA Mobi Games. Select a game to play. 1 Atena, 2 Easter in Dubai, 3 contact us. 4 terms David Miko Easter in Dubai.
Now that's all your House of Folk fan. So call we are no call Atena the end.
There be Atena the end Africa join never bueno. Anyway, it's taking a while. I'm sure say I'm focused
the traffic about. But I think say so we want to promote both the Easter in Dubai and then the Atena game, which for us he also holds the key to also supporting football. We are hoping that by the end of this season we should be able to also assess the impact of it near about the other football clubs who have also come to us for support. But we know community services, community service. What the proposal I about anya so say fan base na so kakra. And yes, NLA the Baba Bishim na you be do stadium one more on kwana we busu afon kwana motor park na society but we want to support football, we want to support whatever they do. We are looking at talking to so many, and again we are hoping that the Black Stars will also qualify for the World Cup. We can get something to be doing with Qatar 2022. We've started some preliminary talks on the All Africa Games, which is for next year. So the Atenano is a trademark that we want to push when it comes to NLA's commitment to football and sports in general. Don't just play just the Easter in Dubai promo. Atenano there, week by week, and I think this week should be a good week for Kotoko, Hearts fans, and that of the football public.
Charles Techibwedu says, tell Sammy Awuku, I say, it looks like the slogan has changed from Boys Are Bre to ADD.
No, to Boys a manager.
Or say ADD.
Chairman,
if you like, shout at him, hey boy, and see his response. In TSA, I should shout at you, hey boy.
Techibwedu. Scrap that thing off. For no other But Boys a manager, send a bit of a
this one says the food soldiers want to know if Sammy Awuku is swimming in some fresh milk and honey. Some of Brian Boabing. Please tell Cap with that. I'll call him after the program. Yesterday was my birthday. I don't need money. I only need 2 sure. Make him no say Boys Are Bre. Ibu in second. The inside say get 2 sure, but I know being there here now. And then
can I get retirement?
Okay, be about say Moshe Kwambisu say beginning next month.
Yeah.
Say we can do better 1,200.
We can win over there.
You can win, and then we'll send it to you directly.
Straight. And yes, also why establish price payment centers in all the district and regional offices.
But about sending via mobile money, e-levy,
and so far we are in talks with the Ministry of Finance. But come to think of it, personally, let me touch on this e-levy thing. Chairman, to start with, I said this say it anyone can naturally pursue to tax. But I never so be arguing say, Chairman, me know you too quite big kakra. Na na you do no actually here no be easy. Ni na no kwancha de efe no so de sika na be. In zooming in on this e-levy thing. My take on it is that I've heard people saying buying IMF. IMF, buying IMF under its program. We had $1 billion being disbursed over 3 years. That's $330 million a year. Ye and also sono. And yes, a yesika yen to your back. A yesika, then also sono, obesent to your esoso. Now, the IMF conditionalities, no. Chairman, let me do some little cost benefit analysis. Now, under IMF program, a CNRT says a bank will have to withdraw the teacher training allowance. One of the conditions on the side show concerns or withdraw nursing training allowance. Tertiary students first no need to pay utility bills, but a core IMF program they were made to pay utility bills. After so utility tariffs were added to the school fees of SHS students. After so IMF conditionalities need be say obesa place embargo on public sector recruitment. IMF the conditions is to be say obesa so imposing more taxes on petroleum product. Inti yanko IMF no enough. Again also Oba e-levy so Aban is also looking at raising $1.2 billion a year. That will also mean say seven preduasa ohini wa no wo ebia ne krase anka ne ba se ne 100 cedis no onya yemfa just yemfa sai levy eto bi ento ne so afa so government sa 1.2 billion no ebebo aban so amasa ne you start program dey boa eye mebu on person mo co into entrepreneurship so no, we can then also once again fully activate and support your NAPCO, and there won't be any public any embargo on public sector recruitment. Tertiary students, affairs and utility bills and control ways. Inti, we may have to just discuss this passionately. And I'm so nobody and tax. But Chairman, we've come to a situation where we are in between the devil and the deep blue sea. IMF programmer, it will still be added to your debt stock. Make no mistake. However, my thinking is that we need to encourage government. Say, sika we in there because a person who near the who process bayan. Yes, setting aside a different fund. Consolidated fund.
No bad.
And I make us a chairman. So what is realized at the end of the day, the projected revenue is there. What we spent out of it for roads, we are spending out of it for this. I don't think government's position is that without e-levy, Ghana will collapse. What government is seeking to do is say, na yetimi raising revenue ni be within. Say na be a bit with their support. Chairman, call US and UK. My sister was telling me retail outlets come be 8.
They are retail outlets.
Me come retail outlets normally.
Yeah, no
problem. Na gwapon anajo. Say do na be 11. One sans 1.7. Why? Because we find the bebre no grant me into omoka because it's a shift system. It is as well run a double no. Or you know one shift system. Fast forward, if you check all over the world, abai BSC kasemako form. And it's in light of it, I say, we know a kasapane kasade and in chechimu. And I'm happy the Minister for Finance, or no, the leader of our exchequer himself, will take it upon himself together with the Information Ministry. Echo round the country once again to explain.
Yes, we are saying
Chairman.
I say you're putting the cart before the horse.
Chairman, I know that you can't fault people on their opinion. But the most important thing is we need to find ways explaining this policy of government. Now, maybe I think say me weigh the two on the table. On if you call IMF on ma, it's attendant problems at the brain mebon. And I call IMF na ye so no sebe. Ye sa bri emojeni kakra e di etinum say we know this time round government ye nim say all over the world baby akobo bisen bia no mo amu no kromusu. And look, unfortunately for Ghana, oko US and UK now and Europe.
Yeah.
Governments be on approval rating about down. Through no fault of theirs, but because of the economic situation around the world. They've been lucky. Almost Russia, Iran, Ukraine. To share UK. On Prime Minister, on only internal problems or having also to I am share Russia on the Ukraine. Or share US Biden's issues are all having with the economy. And the management of it, no. Or also they are not to change, or also focus on say Russia moko attacking Ukraine and then you busy. But Oba has no and Ghana said that's not our nature. Until we need to have that real conversation. There they can have something to nibble on. But here a time comes when I believe sacrifices too must be borne in the supreme interest of our country. And if there's such a time, humbly and respectfully, meaning says it's in more ding. President Krajatum was in more ding. And it's true no fault of us. We've demonstrated what we could do in 2017, in 2018, in 2019. Now nobody ever envisaged obi an ordin any bu yese ye be share yentam kese which is COVID. Aban ono no yakwa ahunhia mu a obetimi aka se kakra na ya agege no in our darkest hour yemfa ma amanfo in the provision of free water, yemfa subsidize electricity, yemfa food packs, yemfa ma ehiafo during lockdown ene omo makwa ahokyerem. That is the essence of a responsive government. Inti ene no ye fisa eyi intam kese na ye ko mu no ye san ba rebuild the nation Ghana. How then can we also innovatively raise some revenue? Obi Beka said, we need a simple approach. Why don't we go for the difficult approach? But Chairman, sir, if you have several issues to encounter, I think that you go for the simple one and solve it. Now I'm out the encouragement to move to the next one. More thing there, Aban is not accepting that ice cream in the park, but Aban recognizes it gets to a point we need to hold our hands near to cut down on Yemenibia. Yeah, we can save some money to support the programs. Chairman, youth unemployment is a major issue, and the Youth Start program of the Ministry for Finance and the government is one game changer. Now, it's monitoring and implementation. It doesn't end up like the previous programs of previous government and successive government.
Meba, Nana Kweku Boache experimental for an open area, yes, Chiao. Jamaica school. Uko school hada. Yes, in Nana Kweku Boache experimental an open area for Nasumicham.
Good courses in Bibeba, Momus.
Hey, Sammy Ukuanu do. See the way he's calmly convincing me on E11. Oh. This man, okay.
I just I know that do, but Chama reality na wo. I don't think the NDC.
Yeah.
If omoba abaimu, that chain that Ghana for ebesun Ghana for beka so omomromo ba. And the NDC will cancel E11. And they won't. And then there, yen nam go apaso. It is very easy say ombe boani ye hum. But omo make a definitive statement. Says abain 8 million raising revenue through this E11. Yera John Dramani Mahama, ana Yera Kojo Bonsu, ana Yera Dr. Kwabena Dufo, ana Yera Spiogabra, omubia dachi, that kwame bino, ombesa ba bemu bim no mo between you won't. Now instead me where I thought the conversation could be leading to, it's also say, okay, Abai, you've been honest with us when we had our darkest hour with this COVID. And then Yema ye breye ansana yesanso obiaso sese ya yekoye ni menhihya ye de to honom se na be ya sana hene minister for finance emre adui se sika we ene ne ye de ye bia no time bia ye bu ho akonta me gidi said that will give some kind of confidence to what we are doing.
I could maybe say a few things, just a few questions about why.
Agitator general
Ufino or share Redberry. I know they are
these are pampered socialists.
Pampered socialists.
Pampered socialists.
Quick ones.
Democracy on the street.
Obviously, one. Sammy, I have issues with the Dubai trip. Okay. Why not a Ghana tour trip to promote our local tourism and generate revenue for Ghana? Please review.
We are looking at
Nana from Spintex.
Genuine, but we are looking at Republic Day. They're being in Ghana.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not Christmas also. And we have NLE at 60 this year.
Yeah. So there are a lot of and I'm the baby. That would be my but obviously, Sammy, I don't get this. The NLE is unable to pay all winnings and are in debt. So why are you sponsoring football clubs? Francis Brakwa in Kumasi.
Say football clubs responsibility at tonight, so they plow back. So you are giving back to the society. You are also recouping now. So they are other things. Chairman, I hate to use this example. One of the most generous countries in the world, the United States, or one of the most indebted countries, the United States.
That's true.
The fact that you are in a situation doesn't mean you stop your generosity. And the fact that the NLA, we've had our challenges in the past, doesn't mean we should not pay back to society. And no nene obi de nya ho bo ho aye to amana na ye kom mpo ho a obi bridge a ebu member of parliament de betu ye no mo ne nkrofo se ye hwe okọ baby a police post okọ baby bi answer o kan incubator. The chairman, we are not fabulously rich, but our act enjoins us that whatever we also make as little through our third party collaboration, we should be able to support good causes.
We should be able to support good causes. Director General National Lottery Authority, Sammy Awuku.
The chairman, with the mess share my bono, and I know that for many of you who will be buying into the propaganda, so are buying quite taxes in fee baby for funny, I don't know. I think that we shouldn't shy away from the little that we can contribute. As I said, this is a government that has demonstrated transparency. Do baby oil prices call for buying tea also. So I can trust this government if I will catch them and say, baby, do you send to Kakranka? We can also sit back as a people and say, what do we do now that we've come out of the woods? Anybody suggesting that we go to IMF? I'm not an economist. I'm not a trained economist. But at least my conventional thinking, HM said, IMF conditionalities need be a go through me. any here call a mebun so per se. Because some of those who look out for jobs are not the old, they are the young people. Now, a buying your business from what the entrepreneurship aspect of what they want to do, the roads aspect, and then be a person and I supporting and now
Mate, say me also support to E-levy, Mate.
Chairman, I think it's in our collective interest. However, okay. No, yen safeguarded the process to make sure say the measures are in place. Are buying so bit me abua etimi ediso ediebua konta afenekwa.
Please tell my cousin Sammy Awuku, so far MPP has done a good job. Congratulations on his appointment. I wish him the best. Samuel Painting, Arizona, USA.
And
then Raymond says
your friend on 98.
98.
And 98 no me course in Augustine. No call 98. No yes you bread more me cousin. Me call no friend 99. As you do or die.
Chairman General, why is Sammy Awuku not the communications director of the MPP? Raymond, well, he's the national organizer, and of course, by July, no area.
But Chairman will still be supporting our advocacy on radio, and then I'll be returning to the microphone.
You would? Now, into national organizer, and why never be your name?
They said the National Council didn't Shaba Bechi and so cafes kids me bubo dimbi ubo chairman and ubo secretary boy. Me was Nikwa so I listen in boot. Me was Eric Chum as well listen in boot, former GEPA deputy. I face also no one Dr. Free from the Western North, and then unless something has changed, come out to Adelia told me Zena Obeko, national organizer, come out the former national coordinator. And then I'm so youth organizer, he worked under me. Nana Boachi.
Nana B.
Me who say on those one money game ne so patch they say no we no one no cry. And I wish them well. He did a good job at the youth sector. It's up to the NPP delegates to decide who they want to go for.
Now this one says
and then they will be also.
Everybody else should be quiet. We should make Sammy Awuku the E-levy ambassador for Ghana. Mama Sewa sends that one.
Oh, Chairman, deba. So here. Now. Media no companion under Professor Mills.
From your senior Ian Oseusu say I say Monica's communication on point. Also under Professor Mills then is here.
Was that time and I call and IMF program nibino. And that time no na some of the conditions IMF on a call mono. And the frustration, the desperation, you look into the eyes of the young people, you see disillusionment, you see why disoriented, why disenchanted, why disillusioned. Just all the this. So saying a few more piaba. Unfortunately, you better time kesi okwanso. We've gotten to a stage where moving forward is perilous. Okase u jina fa konswa is an act of cowardice. And yakase ye call ye chip back to IMF for now, I is suicidal. I think that courage rises with danger. And I will encourage the Ministry of Finance and the Information Ministry say, let's rally the people around. Now, they are doing fantastic. I heard the interactions that they've been having in the community. Now, the communications arm of government and the ruling party MPP, everybody should also be able to explain it well.
Your communications is dead.
I don't think so.
I know so.
Well, I didn't know you think it's dead.
It's dead.
Which side?
Every side.
Which side are you on?
Look at my messages. Is here.
Well, I think
all of a sudden, me listeners we say about 11. Yeah. They are getting a softer view of it.
I think it's more engagement.
How come say all of you are now in himself Mokasama party no more opposition?
Well, this morning I was telling
all of a sudden
my brother Cabo and the rest said it was yes we are there he's also was there why in Unia. We meet every week. We say chairman no now ye speaker. Parliament
speaker.
But on a more serious one, I think the
engagement wasn't done properly pre-E-levy.
Yeah.
If we had conversations to set town hall meetings somewhere, discussing with CSOs, coming on radio, maybe, just maybe.
Because I think Chairman, we will be on a better side with the e-levy than encouraging government to go to IMF. As for government going to IMF, there, in Kenya problem. Say no, say the whole koshasi. But no more mobile more no, will be still the very poor because I don't know. It means spiral. One here, hardship ni bi wonum pokwana. You think say this is a price I never bargained for. Inti, let's continue to engage. The student leaders themselves, you know, say they should also know say adie we no say yom da chin so asem ne yeka. When more jobs are being created, when many young people become like Christian, I know better now say. Will be what advert no support. If this one is coming through a government program to say you start, ya boni panu when you bibi kakra, ya make it sure say sikano nya and that's all the copper girls. And that's all the kodi time. But yet shame no, there's a monitoring plan. Every 6 months or so we review what you are doing. Yeah, we all know on what and also people look, catfish business. It's booming. Big Nigeria, fish and soto and soto.
Now I'll say Nigeria.
Even here,
Richie Plantation, I was Swedro here. Yeah. Richie. So R&B farms, fish, catfish,
I'm telling
tilapia
you, I'm not a very good friend of mine, or ADB. And I'm saying, no, before I'm saying, no, so what be a catfish farm be war? Actually, now, weekend over here. I'm sure now, how far so he started with 200, now he has 5,000 of this fish. No, so I'm so, but how is the harvesting? Was Awuku? First year, no, last year. Then you're bad, I mean, your profit times 3. The gestation period is 4 to 6 months.
Yeah.
And if I have a module and if I'm going into entrepreneurship, I'll look at Myanmar and the returns are people no in here. And all these support, no, if government, BB, about 30 aside for 2EB, I think that Ghana is not all about e-levy. But e-levy will go a long way to assist government and Ghana meet some of his desired goals.
Majua says, tell Sammy Awuku I have fallen flat for his submission. My name is Majua, his childhood friend. And then Kofi Juma Maxwell say the communication is dead. Quote me. This government has done so much. E-levy is a far better option. Why are we now explaining this to the public? It is dead. Let us restructure and come out with a better strategy. Maxwell Kofi Juma sends that one. Sammy Awuku knows you are right on what you're saying about the outcomes, but he's just doing shakara.
Chairman, enough for more. Chairman, communication enough for more. You know, I've been a deputy communications director. Yeah, that just don't even know Biako Kana. Okay, FM after peace. It's Mr. Awuku. What's it? I don't know. What's it? Dang. In there, sometimes communication for us on your brain. My colleagues are doing fantastic.
Well, we don't think
that
so.
What we have to improve upon is the constant engagement.
Okay.
And some of us will also be
your friend Charles Nite Kotego.
Former friend.
Or see Chairman General interviewing Sammy Awuku on Valentine's Day. This life, no balance. I wonder what he means.
Chairman, Ghana, how Chairman General?
Yes.
Ope, young man, so power, wa brepa. Media, social media, judge for Sanwa. My boys are my baby. But the good news is that we always look at the positive side of it.
Uni will be a friend Donko Fuseni.
Oh, former NDC MC for Ediso.
Okay, T.
And I drop on so side.
Drop on so. I'll say, apart from abandoning me as his former friend,
yes.
I cringe anytime Sammy Awuku speaks. That guy can even sell ice cream to an Eskimo. That is the problem. And the biggest problem with this e-levy is lack of respect for the opposition is at the core. Don't confuse or say all the same, Uchiawa and not paying.
Oh, Bichano Pana, no, a former friend.
A former friend, pa.
Only need to kuna say Lumba no boy. Unyana dia on Kanye away. And now, oh yeah, he's on Kanye. But I was saying good morning. I think, Chairman, the more we engage the public, you see, my many catchers said naturally will be to attacks. Which Chairman unya they be a bit careful. Can naturally human beings are yet. But a time comes when I think sacrifices must be borne in the supreme interest of the country. And yes, sir, we will force government to take a decision. And what repercussions in Shimano and the young people. If you look deep into their eyes, the young people.
You don't see much. Okay, let's start wrapping up. Nana Kwame Opasco in Swam says the NPP communication team is weak because Edidija Edimuna Nenam tells Sammy Awuku that. And then Wawu Nipa Atik Mohammed. Good morning, Chairman General. The fundamental question that is worth asking is how did we get here? I find it extremely convenient when government officials are quick to blame our present predicament on COVID. Yes, COVID created some headwinds, but not so much as to render the economy this vulnerable. But I agree with you. If prior consultations were held, we probably would have had better alternative revenue suggestions to this e-levy. Atik Mohammed.
Atik, formerly of the PNC.
Yes.
And now a social commentator with passion for center-right activities and center. Atik, I agree to you. But Chairman, we will not stop communicating. Well, and I think that's the essence of it now, also about power. And I think that for anybody who understands the issues, you watch any panimua. More than there, but Chairman, it is what it is.
NLA at 60. Yeah, you finish your commendation.
And I commend the courage of the finance minister and his team. What the rest of us will have to do will be to encourage them and support the communication of government and the NPP as well.
NLA at 60.
Yeah. We have so many activities that are lining up.
National Lottery Authority.
NLA Nipanka wedi infisha edusia and oye juma for retirement At this time around, we come now with a new rebranding of the NLA, and the NLA where you see we manage proceeds for government and for development, and with our foundation we call it Impact Through Games.
Impact Through Games.
As I share, the NLA's official is a development through games. We know the impact through games. I also think that Niamani Bibre so I lining it up. We are also yet to discuss that with its approval from the board. I have had the opportunity of enjoying so much grace and support from the board of the NLA. His Eminence Francis Togbenyon, friend Togbenyon, board chair. And I have a very sweet mother on the board. That's the Solicitor General of the country, Madam Helen Akweneziu. She's the Solicitor General for the nation, and also a board. Then another sweet mother who is the Chief Director for the Ministry of Interior. Madam Adelaide Anoku. And then you also have Ms. Wabako, Madam Joanada, who is also a finance expert, a management consultant, and a PR practitioner representing the president on the board. And Awaunia Bema, Adon baby, Adon.
Hey, Adon.
Adon is on the board. Yes, Adon. Okay. Now we're on second team. I'm second team on the board.
Okay.
Adon, Honorable Philippine, who is Deputy Director for State Protocol, and also representing the president. And Sana, Meyonko Brebo Nyenchen, Dr. John Kuma. Also representing the minister and the Ministry for Finance. And they've provided so much inspiration, direction, and dedication to Ejuma Ayeye. It's my hope and prayer that I get the opportunity to work with them. Senamani Omuye to Zemampeni Bekase Nipa Beyebi into Ozosono Ebia Paveway. But so far it's been an interesting experience. I cannot also conclude today by wishing very wonderful people happy Vows Day. First of all, my mother, who is my first girlfriend, wishing happy Vows Day. And then Abna Jemfo Felicia, my happy Vows Day. And to Oko YouTube too much. Oh, I know Senobi. Teacher for no retirement YouTube, problem. And then to also my beautiful wife Mary, I also wish happy Vows Day. And then to Ghana Man Penny for first lady, second lady, Madam Chief of Staff, and to all the wonderful women that we have at the end.
Yeah, and
Ghana food.
Nana has your jury saying can't say
happy Vows Day.
The Ghana Beyond Aid couldn't work at the base. Nah.
Which money be?
Na bema jodi bema ide.
But on Nana has said
I said the Ghana Beyond Aid couldn't work at the base.
Oh, we won't be frustrated. And Chairman, so it's been a very wonderful interview. Yes, you're better say what the NLA is giving back to the society. Be an true Mokoko charity.
And yeah, that's
we look forward to we look forward to doing more with you. I hope that the Incorporate Affairs team necessarily will take steps for us to have more of such engagement. And 1 million they are to board this week here. Supporters star 780 hash. We were Quatina, not select to 5 jersey numbers. A 1 to 50. Kotoko jerseys are 1 to 50. Has so you 1 to 50. And a Sunday BBR set. MC this is Sheso Ewa Cross Sports Stadium. Have an opportunity to make fun and enjoy yourself. Happy Vows Day to all.
Happy Vows Day. Before you go, this one says, Chairman Jonah, please wish my small girl Akusia and Sabia AJ a happy birthday and tell Sammy I wish him well. Kwame Sari in Kaswa. The Sammy message is the Bebre.
On the day.
Bebre, ABC.
They miss me.
ABC on my field. ABC come back to radio. Communication is weak. ABC, congratulations to couple. He has done a good job at NLA.
Fans are not casting the cost.
A Canadian, Obiso of US or say your friend or just in case, just in case US. Hey, we didn't know. You Mati, just in case US. Na epacho erano ti on one kasa ye interview ne bisa ne ntio.
Ba me na ti saying.
Nyango fa do.
Ye de ye juma wo Peace FM ha. No say na no pro buy o, but was boss na bo kwam na bo Ghana Post ma ne krikra.
Okay, so
we ban ne sense na ya do force so da.
Sabe pe.
Me say o so abo why crowd why so ya crowd. Say ne mfa hyehyɛ.
Ane mu me mfa hyehyɛ. Mo fa hyehyɛ.
So I do value Adama Kai Madam for be pa na person we body because I say yin e wo tema na Adam for pa no Adam for pa bi eja o mo ko stress an kakra raba bi ti e kwa no afa ye 2 boys bi ne di na chi na say Adam for no half cast ti e kwa na wa to sa digestive bi ti e kotna park ne so mo bon ko no yi ba ko e take be 10 minutes and na ba ko na sa Rabanes way back. Now, me sa Madam Fuya making on us. So, you Petroleum Commission guy back. So, we one and years we. Yeah, we too much. I said, but Charlie, but you guys, you fool. That's why we know the chopper like for us. If he steals, would they take do?
Yes, and also pay them a no pay. Catch them.
Am I this part?
Not yet. Obisu want to say, oh, we show beautiful wife Mary. And I'm so Memeti.
Oh, Memeti. That was the second. So, my first girlfriend, yeah, my mommy.
Mommy, Pacho, what money? Oh, see,
I'm now with double legs winning there.
Sir, almost share 90 me come with Sir,
with you, how I to me just say, be Tiasia. Also, a dietitian and transit. What you want? So, I'm better come, mammy. What was it? To be pizza. Almost the be baba. There be where but they are doing a good job there.
Kobe Hima, Osisi Adan Bekwe, head of corporate communications, Ghana Post. Auntie, Anope Akwaba, Ohana saying.
Yes, I have buyer made the encratso any free Ghana Post MD. A year Urabai so circle for the door name na your friend Obo on the management team and ask Mammy Anope. And then also far a chedia a Ghana Post souvenirs, any chocolate, a brand deal, your also gift of love. Now your family Chairman General Kwame Sefakai.
Yeah,
producer and Father Dixon.
That's right.
Now I see the NTR was mama and me ba me come was want to say. My mama faka ne buy or mommy the motorbike.
Say the
because Ghana Post ya 2 motorbike a good room. And net at the 4th day, any day I become winning. O free motorbikes there, baby deliver. I said, the one himself was found no matter the post office.
To the body.
With the bikes. I mean, say, helmets come branded.
I want to walk.
And we provide back support.
I'll provide back support.
All protocols of them.
But imagine and then once the bicycle man or payana.
Debbie.
Or boy tree bicycle. Oh no, deliver near man. I call President Kofo, I call Chief Justice, I call IGP. they say do I answer abeja akonya o twen customers no o frɛ a wow some player e bi o hwe de ni de ni fi ne kwan ne nwa bebre de wo nneoma ne dɔɔso na ɔno ankasa no agye na ɔde abɛw ɛna ɔse me nka nkyerɛ wo sɛ ɔfa kwame sɛ wo ade bi ma odɔfo bi a wanhya na owura Sammy Awuku atetew akɔhwɛ baabi a wo de kɔ enti fasoma yɛn ɔbɛgye 20 Ghana cedis Accra ene temampotum bia
Mate nya ebi say ye hia say be delivery a na he Ghana Post actually kwan sa pepe ya da se kwabna bo me da se ko bi hima osisi adan be kwan e de won kra na brand Sammy Awuku tia watibi intino say eba ne so also per delivery service abeba Ghana Post ababe this one says please happy birthday to lawyer Ishmael Texan of Swedro. Lawyer Ishmael Texan of Swedro, enjoy your day from Mobile T3, especially Iron Man or PKF. Let's see. Did he ride a bicycle to Pedwasi? I don't think so.
What the problems about?
Me say, maybe two.
Because if you move the Friday we want interrogation,
and some be pure. Osisi Ada made us say and pay,
but they are doing a good job, and we also wish you guys well. Chamansi Akasi, no more. We are in discussion.
Yeah.
Say Ghana Post outlets no. By next month we should be able to sign something with them.
Yeah.
It may use some of their tellers and booth in their offices, so we can cohabitate. Now, to improve, we want to expand. We also want to cut down on cost, and state-to-state agencies. So we also want to help them.
Sammy Awuku, Director General, National Lottery Authority, soon to be former national organizer of the NPP.
Jamada, you can't wait for me to leave.
Oh, me.
Another film kakra.
Oh, be brave. Be brave.
Maybe I know some pressure and be a conform more, baby.
That's how with your pressure then conform.
That I just say, young colleague back on. Befian just said, me who I know my shed steam. I say, oh, why is that brand there? Commander, when you are a fan, I'm saying, Mentiapo. I'm saying, that's it. Say, me rent when I'm so last month, now they can't rent in a bubble. So, an India, a henia, and I'm saying, you trousers in America. As you, there be a comb, but when you but when you have, when you have, still I made you,
You've.
Aquanoma.
Ebe, me bo ankwanoma ma. Me bo na ma.